Hi guys, this is Debbie with Wrestling in 60 Seconds, and
hi,
Deborah here. And we thought that we would just get on here for a little bit to kind of go over about the things that happened last night at NXT 2. I shouldn't say the Black and Gold now.
Yes.
It was
it's
an amazing.
back.
Yes, it was an amazing night. Starting off when we pulled into our parking spot at the WWE Performance Center. None other than Quincy Elliott was doing his promo, scooting around in that scooter, and it was so funny because I don't know, Deborah, if you could see this or not, but he almost hit the front end of our car because I don't know if he was going too fast or too slow. They had the camera crew out, in fact, where we park at, and they kept having him to go over and over and over. And we actually got a chance to wave to him and him responding, so that was kind of cool, too.
That was really cool.
The other thing that lucky Deborah here got to do, Deborah got to meet Chase U girls.
Yes.
And got pictures taken with them and Blue and Ivy.
Niall.
Uh-huh.
Let me just say, it was an awesome night.
Yeah, so if you go on her Twitter page... or mine, you'll be able to see those. And I'm almost thinking about doing a collage of all the photos that we've taken with wrestlers over, especially in the last 6 months. So you guys can see who we've met and who we haven't met.
It's so cool.
The other thing that really surprised me last night is the steel cage with Pretty Deadly and the Creed Brothers. For those of you who don't know, who's not been up close to a steel cage, they're not put together very well. Okay, they only have one hinge, and that's at the top, and it's like the size of your refrigerator door hinge. Okay, that's it. The other is balanced on the edge of the wrestling ring. And I don't know if you guys were able to see this or not, but last night when Pretty Deadly and the Creed Brothers were up there at the top part of that, you could actually see that thing swaying. And the paramedics were standing behind us. They're like, oh, I hope they don't fall, because it's not going to be good. And I'm like, okay, and I actually got really nervous when they were when 3 of them were up there, because I was afraid that the weight of it. And you could see the thing moving. That's the thing, you know?
And I have to say, too, in the middle of the match, Pretty Deadly was trying to get out of the cage so they could win.
Right.
Obviously. But you see them going up to the cage, and it's like, you just kind of is that cage going to just
Yeah. The panel, because it's put together with panels, and they have 2 panels to each side, and they're hooked together by just one hinge at the top. Okay.
And it will make you, it kind of makes you kind of nervous, because you're kind of like, well, you either need to go over it, or just go through the door.
Right. I'm not going to say anything, but did anyone notice something very different about Mandy Rose last night? We won't say what that is, but...
it was very different.
Yes. You better take a good look at that picture. As they would say. The other thing is that we were so shocked about Solo coming in, and then he served Carmella Hayes up. And the funniest thing is that Trick Williams and Carmella Hayes had to walk right behind us.
Yeah.
You should have heard Carmella Hayes cussing. Boy, the language that was coming out of his mouth.
He was going off the charts.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just to himself.
Yeah.
You know, he was irate.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think
I personally think that he's never had somebody to go off on him like that. And a lot of his matches, even with Ciampa, I really think that Ciampa would soft on him when he wrestled him. But Solo didn't leave nothing to the imagination.
He went off on him like nobody's business. I mean, and I don't know if Solo was mad, before he got into the ring. But, I mean, he went fully loaded.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me saying. Fully loaded on Carmella.
Right.
And I'm sorry, Carmelo, he deserved it. He deserved it. But him and Trick Williams were so irate. But it was so funny.
Because they were cussing all the way back. Because what happens is when they get out of the ring, they have security to meet them and walk them in the back. And they have to come usually right behind us. So a lot of times we can hear what they're mumbling behind the scenes and under their breath.
And honestly, the wrestlers, when they, especially the male wrestlers, if they're mad or upset or just ticked off, they will just say something and not think about it, thinking that there's people there that can actually hear them.
Right.
And both Trick Williams and Carmelo, they were just so irate.
Yeah, they were dropping those F words.
And Carmelo was just like walking, and he was just, whoo. But I say, Solo, congratulations.
Yes. And the other thing that we wanted to make mention, two things. Toxic Attraction has not, and I repeat, has not been moved up to the main roster. Nope, didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Secondly, is that at the end of that match, at the end of the Solo and Carmelo Hayes' match, they flashed the black and gold sign, and everybody started chanting, black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. Well, last comment that we would like to let you guys in on is that next week NXT is being taped. It's being taped tonight. Unfortunately, we could not make that trip. For a couple of reasons. One, it's 3.5 hours one way. Yeah. And so we don't get home sometimes till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning from doing the show the night before. Right. And then if you notice down on Deborah's arm, something is missing. Yes, she got her IV out. Yay! So we were
happy about this.
Yeah, so we were very excited about the black and gold and what's to come, and
thrilled.
Right. Now, why is the show being taped tonight for next week? Normally when that happens, and I didn't get a chance to talk to my sources there because I've been working on a deal between NXT wrestlers and Dave & Buster's for our local Dave & Buster's. And they're actually coming to our hometown on the 15th of October. And they are going to have wrestlers at our local Dave & Buster's. And so because I did this, they got the idea of if your town has NXT coming to it, they will be at that Dave & Buster's with live wrestlers that you can meet. Also, we're not getting paid to say this about Dave & Buster's. No. Dave & Buster's is not compensating us, not even a free drink.
No.
But I will tell you also, for those of you who don't know, Dave & Buster's also shows all the WWE pay-per-views and SmackDown and Raw and NXT. So that's a good thing to know. If you want to do like your WrestleMania party there, you can go ahead and book it, and that'd be great. That's about all we have for you guys tonight, but it's been an exciting night.
Yes.
Sorry it took us so long to get this message out to you, and as always, thank you, new subscribers,
and bye for now.
Bye.